He's demanding, ain't he? Come on, dude. Give me a treat.
Fat bastard. It is that time, though. Because they think it's like, because of daylight savings time.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
eat at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Ah, got you.
Technically, it's 5 o'clock.
Right.
They don't know the difference.
Yeah, because they don't go by time.
Right.
But they do follow your patterns, though.
Yeah, I know, but...
That's how they know when it's time. By what, like stuff you start doing, you go, oh, yeah. I usually eat this time every day. But time itself is nothing but a construct.
Well, obviously. Dogs can come up with time. Come on, Harry.
What?
Move your butt. Get out of there, ain't for you. Chill. Like and subscribe.
What?
I said like and subscribe.
Yes, like and super subscribe. Subscribe. I forgot we were on.
Yeah, I know.
Dude! Oh man, I went on a deep dive
On what?
on Kanye.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, I had to do this because Kanye was saying some crazy shit. But
What was Kanye saying that was
all of it wasn't crazy after I did research.
What do you mean all of it wasn't crazy? You're going to get us canceled.
No. No. There's nothing anti. No. Listen, there were black Jews back during the time before Egypt.
I mean, wasn't... Judaism comes from the cradle of civilization,
Which is Africa.
Africa. So it comes from... So they would technically be tannish, brownish people
Yeah,
anyway.
from olive to black.
Yeah.
Because you have to include Indians and some Asians in there too.
Yeah, it's...
Although Indians are Asian.
because Jewish was a... I don't really know the...
Well, I don't know all the chronology. No, I don't. But it was deep because they were talking about these, I think they're called fallacious Jews.
I am smoking... Okay, I'm going to call this Timothy
Timothy?
Bellinger.
What?
I think that's what the name just said. And
Oh, that's it. That's who asked the question.
that's what we were smoking on. And this is what I think I'm going to call it D-Town OG.
D-Town?
OG.
OG. Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
In fact,
Duncan Ferguson says, yo, what's up?
yo, Dunk. Yeah, I like that. I like that name.
What one? D-Town OG?
Yeah, easy to remember.
It's a Deadhead crossed with Sorbet number 4.
I love both. I love that sorbet number 4 too. That's one of my favorites.
Double Crown.
Yep.
I just cut some of that down.
You did?
Yep. Yeah, I ain't lost it yet.
Well, that's
Keep
good.
trying.
That's good.
Why were you on so much? Because there's no sun. Oh, she's coming for hers. She sees them. They go meet.
Yeah, this tastes good. Kind of taste I like.
Man. So I bought this thing called a rumble jar.
A what?
Rumble jar.
Okay.
It's just a mason jar.
All right.
You know, quart-sized mason jar
Mm-hmm.
with a wide mouth, and it has this like metal screen thing that has a plastic top that goes in it, and you put your fucking cold brew in there. You put your coffee in it. You know, as much as you want, which is like 4 scoops gets me 2 days worth of coffee.
Okay.
Straight.
In this jar.
Yeah. Duncan says he likes his Skittles crossed with OG strain. I've never had an actual Skittles.
I've had Skittles. I had Skittles a couple of times. A couple of guys that grew Skittles.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was cool. It was cool.
So you put your couple scoops in, you fill it with water, put the lid on, shake it, throw it in the fridge. and it's so I can actually, because when I make my cold brew, when I was making it before, I was doing it by pound. So I'd make a big bottle of concentrate. About 2 days in, 3 days in, the concentrate starts getting.
Yeah.
It's still good.
Yeah, but
It's completely lost a lot of the terpenes.
everything will settle down and
Will just evaporate.
evaporate. Right.
Yeah. So now this lets me make, with 4 scoops of coffee, I can make 2 servings. You know what I'm saying? Make a serving each day and then it's overnight.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So I make it. Dude, the flavor is.
And my high doesn't seem dark in here.
It is dark in here. Light's not on, but because there's no sun.
There we go. People got to be able to see me, man.
Jesus Christ, just smile. You'll be fine with those
Oh, that was cold blooded. That was
pearly whites.
That was cold blooded.
So, man, this one I got, I can't remember what it said the flavor's supposed to be. It's from Dominican Republic. Citrus juniper with sweet lemon finish. Yeah, so that's definitely, it's very, very fruity, very sweet, sour. Very different. It doesn't taste like chocolate in any way. There's no bitterness.
I watched a documentary, Coffee Around the World, and it named all the best places for coffee.
Oh, it's good as fuck. Shazano's. Look them up. I think they'll deliver outside Michigan. But
I want to try that stuff they have over there.
They roast that shit in the spot. They get it from all over the world. They deal with the growers personally. You can get some shit that's like nano-lot. You know, one time they had 5 trees. There's only 5 trees in a whole lot that produce a specific larger bean.
Yeah.
And they bought it all.
So they bought it all.
Tim says he's smoking on PBB crossed with Runts.
With Runts?
Yeah, Runts is crossed with a lot of shit nowadays.
A lot of shit. People got their hands on Runts and decided just to cross it with everything.
Happy 420, boys.
Same.
I couldn't remember if Tom said he wasn't going to make it or not. I think he said something about the job. Peanut butter breath.
I've heard of that before.
PBB, yeah.
Yeah, I've never had it though.
It's supposed to be very, very nutty.
Yeah, I've never had it, but I've heard of it.
Yeah. I think I've had it once. I don't know. I don't taste peanut butter when I smoke weed. I can tell you that much. I eat too much peanut butter.
Peanut butter has such a distinctive taste. I find that hard to believe. Because peanut butter, when you put it in your mouth, it's like dominant.
I mean, it's supposed
It
to
just fills up your whole...
nutty, I guess. Not necessarily peanut butter, but more the nut.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, they were talking about that coffee over there in Morocco, Yemen, and Ethiopia. They got coffee over there that's so strong.
He says it's pretty sweet.
With the peanut butter?
Yeah. Oh, that's gosh.
Did I hear somebody?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Thank you, boys. How you guys doing? What the fuck is with the 1920s haircut, bro?
I don't know.
Dude, my grandfather had. I'm gonna get a picture of my. I'm gonna have my sister send me a picture of
This is hopefully gonna grow in.
Dude, he had my. You know that fucking. You know that stupid seagull thing.
Curly Q. What's up, big dog?
Flock of seagulls shit.
Hey, I'm stunting. That's all I know.
The curly Q. That's what we used to call it.
More than yeah, that was kind of funny. You want to hit this?
I mean, sure, we just finished the cannon, but yeah.
So, oh my God, are you?
What up, show?
What up, show? They can't. Oh, they can see you. Ha! Kinda.
We have a walk on.
A walk on. I love it. I love it. No, doing good. Restaurant bullshit. Yada, yada, yada.
I know.
Now I'm gonna go home and play games.
Have fun.
It's gonna be a great time.
See you later. Pardon by Joe. Okay, hold on. Hemp equals cannabis and cannabis equals hemp, according to Jack Hare. Remember him?
Yes, I remember him.
Yeah, he's got a memorable name.
Yes, I definitely remember him and some of his hardware.
He said more than not and laughed. Dress up as a Grinch who twoke Christmas. Or do a turkey that's turkey. Hey! You two! Easy! Vision, go eat your own. Knock it off. Dummies. The hell is that? You're not gonna let him eat his food.
There's plenty of food for everybody. They eat on schedules, right?
What?
Your dogs.
Schedules, what do you mean?
There's not food down there all the time.
Oh, fuck no.
Yeah.
No, they would, no. No, they eat, when I tell them they eat twice a day. And then I usually pick it up before they finish and just...
Yeah. Man.
How could you please? In this world.
Mm.
I listened to a podcast and I completely forgot what I was gonna... Oh! That's what it was.
Okay.
So this guy... The guy that invented Freon...
He invented Freon.
Yes.
Okay.
There's a name for the chemical.
And Freon is the stuff you put into refrigerators or air
They used
conditioners?
to, yes.
Yeah,
It used to be
right.
aerosol.
Right.
Because NPCs, I think, is what the chemical definition. I don't remember.
I don't remember it
The
either.
point is Freon and the stuff that like Freon, they figured it out. They're like, oh, this is great shit. So they started using it like crazy, and then they found out, oh, it's actually going to eat the ozone layer,
Tear it up.
and it doesn't go away.
Tear it up.
It's one of those things that you put in, and there's
It
no
lingers.
Like, it just lingers and lingers and fills. So, not only that, so he almost ended the world that way. He almost ended the world with lead. He's the one that figured out that you needed to put lead in
In paint?
in the fucking cars
Oh,
to
okay.
stop the knock. You know how that happened, right? Like, there's this whole thing. You didn't actually have to use lead. You could have used an ethanol product from corn, but it didn't make enough money, and it wasn't as
Easily gotten?
no, not
as
easily
plentiful?
gotten. It wasn't as easily patented,
Oh, got
so it wouldn't have made as much money. The dude literally drank one of the guys that was promoting it. Literally drank it after just getting done dealing with a bout of lead poisoning sickness a week before. He didn't live very long.
No, if you,
Actually, he didn't drink it. He poured it all over his hands.
Yeah.
And breathed it like.
to show that it's
Yeah.
supposedly harmless.
Yeah, even though like they say that a general estimate that everyone that was living during that point of time lost 0.5 IQ
Wow.
from the lead that
From
was
the brain, yeah.
from the lead that was in
The
the air.
affecting, yeah.
Yeah. They were
That's deep.
0.5, like on average 0.5% stupider than what you would have been.
Stupider.
All because some dudes believed in fucking lead. Anyways, so he did that, and then he had polio. He ended up getting polio, and he made a device that would help him move around in his bed with strings and stuff like that, because polio makes so you can't move very well. So, not 50%, 0.05. Like, yeah, not,
Right.
not 50%.
Not 50.
Not 50%.
0.5.
No, not 0.5. 0.5 is 50%. 0.05.
0.05.
Is-
Okay.
5%.
5%.
Yeah. Alright, what the fuck? Hold on, man. You type a lot, so it's really hard. You know I'm smoking weed, right?
You say you know I was smoking weed, right?
I mean, that's what I'm doing here. Anyways, so
We need a bigger screen.
he made a device to help him move around in his bed with polio, which then hung himself. Like, he kills himself with it. Like, accidental death.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it wrapped around his neck and killed him.
Yeah.
He died at like 55. Thank fucking God. Oh, no, I don't have sativa stuff. Never sativa stuff. I mean,
Well, don't say never. Say
I mean-
seldom.
What is sativa anyway? Sativa is just a flavor, I think.
No. Come on.
Hold on.
No.
Hold on. Technically, the definition of sativa is cannabis itself. The indica, its definition of growth patterns more than anything else.
Okay, but sativas have a different effect than the indica.
Because they don't have as much myrcene.
Maybe so, but that doesn't mean you don't get high on them.
What?
It's a more creative
That's not
high.
what I'm
It's not
saying.
a body high.
I'm just saying that's why sativas act the way they do, is just because of the lack of myrcene. So
Right.
they taste different too. They don't taste earthy ever. A true sativa,
Well, like
get you high, not stoned, like cocaine. They said baked. Yeah, or paranoid.
well, if you're into art or
Are you going
music,
or what? Go.
if you're into art or music, you want a sativa
Well, yeah.
because
I
it
mean,
stimulates whatever in your brain that encompass. It stimulates that more so than the indica.
Here.
Indica, you're gonna go to sleep or
here's your message.
get lazy on the couch
Hang that up.
or go in the bedroom with the old lady.
What? With a sativa?
No, with an indica.
Get lazy on
A,
the
sa-
couch.
a sativa, you want to draw and paint and do music or dance or whatever.
You do.
No, most people do.
I want to figure out why the world works.
Why, what?
Why the world works. I don't want to dance. I never want to dance.
Well, you don't have to. You could sit down and think.
You just told me I had to dance.
No, I didn't say you had to.
I heard I had to.
I said it could stimulate you to want to dance.
I mean, I smoke hybrids most of the time. All right, Jesus. So I smoke lemon haze and silver haze because I got stuff to do, Duncan says. I mean,
Right. That's another thing with a sativa.
I smoke Deadhead if I can. Because
Dude.
I like the Deadhead, how it helps with, not helps, but just takes the meditation to a different level.
Well, yeah, it does. And see, I'm to the point where I've did so much smoking that it doesn't make any difference whether it's sativa or an indica.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that for the most part.
I know how to
usually
get the
ti-
most out of whatever
Yeah,
bud I'm
I don't
smoking.
usually get tired off of whatever
Of-
I'm smoking anyway, so
Yeah.
it's not, unless, and even then,
But a lot of people would tell you that indica either makes you sleepy or paranoid. Whereas
indica,
sativa,
I thought the sativas was what made me paranoid.
really,
Yeah. Maybe it was indica because it was trying to not let me do what I wanted to do.
it was indica.
It's like, fuck you, you want to go walk?
You
No,
would-
I'm going to make you sleep.
It was indica.
Which I don't sleep like that.
Well, it puts you in, but it can put you in a zone. You might not go to sleep, but you'll be in a zone.
Says his indica all day. Yeah, I don't have any straight indicas anyway. Everything
No.
I have is just a hybrid, so
Yeah.
it's got some sativa aspects to it.
Right.
It's got a little pop to it. It's one of the,
Actually, a lot of ways that might be a better smoke anyway.
because like
You get something that's like 40-60. That's a pretty good mix.
40-60,
Yeah, indica to sativa.
boogie boogie boogie. All right, so Ringo Starr, what? Oh, it said look up. Hold on, come up. Oh, well, too far.
What the hell are you doing? Oh, you're
I'm going
scrolling?
back. So it's according to law, technically, heard of Lenny Bruce? Yes, I've heard of Lenny Bruce. Did you ever see Lenny Bruce live?
No, I didn't.
When did he die?
Because I was, 50s?
No, he 60s, wasn't it?
If it was
In
early.
63, he performed a routine where he suggested that the intentional overuse of the N-word, it could bring up the word Negro in someone's head. That's why the phrase the N-word is very annoying to me. It is illogical because it means two words at least. How can the something word refer to more than one word? One of the N-words, sure, okay, but still not. Why not just state the word you're only mentioning? It reminds me of Voldemort.
What?
He
Is that Lenny Bruce?
No, I think he said. Did he say? Did you say Lenny Bruce said this? Hold on. Mentioning it reminds me of Voldemort. If could lose all meaning. Dig. If President Kenny would just go on television and say, "I would." I would, but YouTube censor. Oh, if he could just go on and say it, but YouTube censor. Paying attention in chat, y'all.
I'm lost.
Hold on.
Somebody made a U-turn on me.
I've heard that joke before. I've heard that premise before. Of it. No, it was stated. Yeah, okay. That's what I'm saying. I've heard it before. I don't know where I heard it before, but when you're saying the N-word, it's kind of like I'm making you say it in your head because you're
Okay, because you have to
translate it.
Well, you're gonna do that. That's gonna be automatic.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, like,
right.
It's
when you say the N-word, people hear nigger.
Yeah, in their head, and they're like, "Why should?" And if we could, we just get. That's Louis C.K. That's what I thought. Louis C.K. I knew he said it was Louis that.
What happened to Louis?
Nothing. He's doing his own.
Is he
shit.
back? He's back.
He just does his own shit. He doesn't. He's been doing it. He's been doing this for a while, where he just basically puts his stuff on his website.
Oh yeah, and people come to. Yeah, he's been doing that for a long time.
Yeah, that's what he does. You don't. Why do anything else? His fans love it. He tours. He does what he wants. He got kicked out of, like, I think his TV show and shit because of him jacking off in front of people.
Yeah, he did have a little problem there. I mean,
the problem.
It depends on how you look at it. It depends on how you look at it.
It wasn't a problem to me. Dude's a fucking I heard Roger Dangerfield used to walk right up on stage with his dick hanging out of he'd be in
his robe would be open like
like half open, making sure he saw his big old dick. He also was rumored to have a giant cock.
Probably did.
I mean, if you're walking up on stage at 60 years old with the shit hanging out, it's gotta be big.
That's called old man privilege.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you wanted to be seen, obviously it wouldn't be a pencil. You wouldn't want anybody to see that.
I don't know, man. Words are hard. I agree that it's not needed.
It's all a simulation.
I know, but
these words are put here for us to get wound up in bullshit. It really is, man.
Wound up in bullshit.
Yeah, because that's what it is. That's what it is. It's distractions. It's constant distractions. So you don't stop and there's no noise and you can really think. They want to constantly have distractions going all the time, every time, day and night, 24 hours a day. There goes time. Time is another one.
I really don't think it's that simple.
Okay.
It just seems too simple.
All right.
I don't know.
But see, sometimes
I'm more of a mindset that it doesn't mean anything.
Okay, I mean that's the Buddha way of looking at it, the Buddhist way of looking at it.
I think we're that monkey. We're that one out of a million. We're at one out of infinite monkeys that typed the fucking encyclopedia.
But hold on, though. But it's all the same premise. It's all the same premise.
It's all connected, he says.
And he's right.
Oh, it's all context. Huh? He meant context because he's still talking about the word.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't know because they're still back a little bit on us.
Right. But yeah, it's we're just pawns, man. We're just a bunch of television shows, a bunch of movies. They're looking at us. They look at these motherfuckers.
I have a friend that was like, I can't wait till I have $1 million just to waste. And the reality is, I don't doubt he'll have it at one point.
Well,
not to waste, to invest and spend on super. Because we were talking about Elon Musk, and he's like, he thinks he's just trolling everyone by buying Twitter. He thinks it's just Elon Musk he's smart, and this is just a troll thing. He was just trying to troll the public.
No, I think that he needed a way of communicating with a lot of people really fast because he's got some stuff coming up.
But he was already on Twitter.
No, listen to me. He needed something that he could control. Okay? not beyond. It's his, and he can control certain things that are going to happen in the future by using Twitter, by informing people of things instantly. Watch what I'm talking about. Watch and see.
What? What could he come up with? I'm sorry, I don't. If he was smart for the last stage. I don't think he's the dude that's going to take us to the next step. And I think, if anything...
He's already taken us to the next step.
No, I think he's the dude that's keeping us from getting to the next step.
No, but he's already taken us to the next step.
I don't think so.
Yes, he has.
With what?
Innovation, man.
What innovation?
Who else wants to put a tube underground? Who else is doing
The tubes don't work.
They're working out there. They're working
Where?
right now.
No, they're not. You know what the tube is? This magical tube that you're talking about? What'd you do to my weed, man? This magical tube you're talking about is a public transit system that he had set up, that he won the bid for in Las Vegas.
Yes.
Which is just, it was supposed to be electric buses going through the tubes. But what
and cars.
Whatever it is, what it is now is literally just his Tesla. Well, not his, but the Teslas.
Yeah.
Going through an unsafe fucking zone.
Well, I mean,
they're not really set up. It's not. There's no regulation. Like
they're working out all the bugs. You know, when something's new, you got to do your research and development.
All he did was take a subway and add cars to it.
Nobody else is doing it.
But why would you? A subway, the whole fucking point is so you don't have to have individualism.
No, so you can be underground. And weather doesn't affect travel. No, man, there's a lot of pluses.
But you can't drive your car down there. That's not how it works. You go into a station and you
get into a Tesla.
You call in someone who's going to drive you in a Tesla.
Yes, right now that's how it is.
Yes.
Yes, but it's not going to. That's not the final design.
But that's still not a great design. You want to move. You're talking about a city that needs to move a bunch of people from one place to another. So instead of actually putting a bus where they can fit 15 people, 20 people, and having it go, you have a car. You have the same thing up top as you do down below.
You've never been in California.
We're not in California. We're talking about Vegas.
Well, same difference.
No, it's not. This is on the Strip.
This thing is connecting Vegas to California.
No, it's not.
That's the plan.
No, it wasn't.
I'm
telling you, I know what you're talking about. Literally, this is the whole thing that you can use against Elon Musk, is that he was given this contract to come up with a public transit system, and all he did was build a hole that he drives his fucking cars through.
No, all he was contracted to do is do a prototype.
No, again, he was supposed to come up with a new system for public transit for the people in Las Vegas.
Right, to go to California.
No. To go from one point of Vegas to another point of the Vegas on the Strip. Had nothing to do with California.
Okay.
Because again, you can't get two fucking states to agree on something like that. It's never going to happen.
Oh, yeah, you could.
No.
That's
You're not getting Vegas and California to agree. They can't even agree on trains half the time. Yeah, but
they agreed on highways.
They didn't have a choice.
Well, they do have a choice, but
no. In the 50s, when they made the state highway system, they didn't give them a fucking choice.
The interstate system.
Interstate. That's why Black Bottom disappeared.
They did that because of the war.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and people didn't care.
You had to get from.
You had teams that were like being together. Now it's like, oh, you want to drill a fucking hole underneath me and it's not going to work. For one, you have endangered land. You have all these different factors that go into it.
It'll work.
No, I don't.
It's the future.
I don't think so.
Yes, it's the future. There are gonna be tubes going everywhere. There gonna be two. Did you see that the bullet train in Japan that goes 500 miles an hour?
Yeah, and it doesn't go in a tube. It goes through mountains.
It doesn't go. It goes through tunnels.
But it doesn't go under the ground.
No, but it goes through tunnels. It does. But they were already there.
When you go underground, you're dealing with a lot of things that aren't like above ground.
Sure, you are.
Especially on that side of the fucking country where there's seismic plates constantly moving. There's a reason there's not a subway in fucking LA in the first place. Because if they could have done it, they would have done it like they did in New York. Like they do everywhere else in the world that has a fucking subway. If you could put one in, you would. If you can't, you can't.
There's no subway in
LA? No. LA? There's in San Francisco, there's like a bus system. And
they got trolley system and all that.
But in LA,
San Francisco's a total different animal than LA.
But LA has a bus system.
LA is just super congested.
There's no fuck. But that was the point. He said you could stop the congestion just by going underground.
It's all, dude. Drive around San Francisco between 3 o'clock and 7 o'clock.
That's fine. I mean,
But you're not gonna put those tubes in San Francisco to begin with.
Not San Francisco. I'm talking about L.A. But even then, you're not gonna put them in L.A. either. You're not talking about Sweden, because again, in Sweden, they literally when you go from you go from Linigo, which is this little island, to Stockholm. You go under the fucking city, literally under the city, and you pop out wherever you want, either in the city or outside the city.
Outskirts of the city.
Right. They're on bedrock though. Mm-hmm. They literally have boulders sit like a boulder the size of my fucking house just sitting somewhere in a yard.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So it's different geography.
Totally different.
So it works in certain areas
and
it doesn't work in others.
It's not as much congestion either.
But my point is the one in Vegas was literally the same as the fucking truck. When he went like this, when he took that ball and he's like, this is indestructible glass, and he fucking broke it.
That was so funny. I was cracking up.
That is exactly what the fuck happened in that Vegas. They were expecting some futuristic electric bus to take their fucking people who are gambling from one spot to another spot, and they got a fucking Teslas driven by people.
Teslas. But the system is in place.
For what? There's no room for fucking anything else. It's too small for anything but a Tesla.
A lot of these cities are going to have to go underground. A lot of them are going to have to.
Again, it's only if you can. Some cities don't have the topography to do it.
Let me tell you something. There's cities built on top of cities.
Yeah, I get that, but that's only in certain areas. You can't
in
do
a
that.
lot of places.
You could go underground here, but you can only go so far because at a certain point you're hitting salt.
Yeah, you got salt mines.
I know. So
I went down in them. You ever been to the salt mines?
No, I haven't. But there's only so much space you can go down underneath the city.
It's huge.
I know it's
You can put a whole city down there.
I bet.
Oh, yeah, it's huge, man. These big, gigantic-ass machines are driving around down there. When I was a little kid, they used to have a tour of the salt mines.
Really?
Yeah, my dad took me down
They
there.
definitely didn't have no tour of the salt mines when I was a fucking kid.
My dad took me
Well, I
down
mean, if
there.
they did.
I'll never forget that shit, too. It was wild.
I bet. I've seen them on TV. Like, I've seen the videos of the big trucks, and they're like the full-size fucking
The big...
trucks where the tires are as big
Yeah, I think they call them utes. I think that's what they're called. Yeah, the big tires.
Yeah.
Earth-moving equipment is down
I
there
don't
and
know.
shit.
I'm passionate about the fact that I think this Twitter thing is going to fuck Elon. I really think hey, Uncle Dean, at some point...
What's up, Dean?
People are going to be like, he's going to lose too much money. The banks are going to call in. The recession is going to hit. And he's not going to come out. He's going to lose...
Oh, he'll lose 100 million. 200 million.
Yeah. 200 billion.
200 billion. That's nothing to him.
Yeah, it is. It's everything.
I mean, he'll make it back.
How?
Believe me.
You know why Tesla won?
There are people lined up to invest in
But
him.
you know why Tesla won?
Won what?
The electric car race.
Because he wasn't one of the first, but...
No, the
I
subsidies.
think he threw more money into it than
Yeah,
anybody else.
No, it was the government subsidies.
Yeah, but he had to have...
And then they got loans from the government.
And they have to have a certain amount of money of his own, too.
That's fine, but...
Because they're not going to give you those loans.
But you know it's not his company, right? He bought into it.
Yeah.
He didn't even start it.
He didn't have to.
Again...
It was probably better that he bought into it than trying to start it.
But you don't give a guy credit for fucking starting a pizza company if he's the one that bought it when it was already a pizza company.
No, you don't give him credit for that.
That's the same thing with Tesla.
You don't give him credit
He
for
bought
that.
a car company that happened to be winning the lottery already from the fucking government.
So why did the people that had the car company sell to him? Or you just buy all the stock?
He just bought it.
He just bought all the stock?
Yeah. You don't have a choice, I don't think.
I don't know if that's true.
You do and you don't.
Yeah,
When it's public...
It's a legal limbo there.
When it's public, you can take over something.
Yeah.
He may bankrupt fucking Twitter just so he can get out of it.
I told you he's got a use for it. We'll see what it is. He's got a use for
Yeah,
it.
tell
You
people.
don't spend $44 billion for something just out of the fucking blue.
I think you do if you're not smart.
No, he's got.
I think if you lost touch with reality
But-
because you think you win at everything you touch.
Believe me, he's got a plan for it.
I can't imagine what it is. If the $8 thing is it ain't gonna work. Because we can buy 5 accounts right now at $8 a piece a month and make them all you.
Mm-hmm.
So it kind of takes the point of the blue check away.
Look at him. He be so serious looking. The hell's going on?
Damn, I can't believe the fucking PTE dude's still here.
Oh, there's an energy dude out there.
Yeah.
Probably for the house across the street, probably.
I mean, all their influences were fucking Carlin and Lou. I mean, Lenny Bruce was the dude that broke the mold that let George Carlin
Lenny-
become George Carlin.
Well, Lenny Bruce, yeah, he was just rude and didn't give a fuck. He just didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, he said what, but most
I
people
think he
did.
was. I think he might have been snorting a little bit of heroin and shit, you know.
Oh,
and
he was drinking a lot. wasn't
and oh, he drank too. But back then, a lot of those guys snorted cocaine and heroin and drank, you know. Back in those days, the smoky ass bar, everybody in there smoking cigarettes and
he?
shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was a different time. That's why a lot of these older guys like Andrew Dice Clay, like his humor, because it's that kind of humor from back in the 50s and the early 60s. The
I mean,
doo-wop.
Kind of, but it's way more extreme. Like in the
It's
50s
not-
and 60s, they
it's-
weren't allowed to say shit.
Dude, it's not that extreme. You had those greasers, man. They talk like that. They walk like that. They wore the leather jackets like that. And they would beat your ass if they wanted to. I'm telling you.
You know what that was?
That Lords of Flatbush and all that shit was real, dude.
That was that lead.
Huh?
Lead in the air, man.
Yeah. It's still there.
Well, it's not lead now. They've taken the lead out of the fucking gas.
Yeah, it was just, what they call them? It was the rockers, no, the greasers, and what was the other ones?
You actually saw these people?
Yeah. What do you mean I actually saw them? Of course I did.
Well, I've never actually seen a
The-
crypt or a blood.
The character Fonzie, where do you think he comes from? Those
yeah,
guys.
I get that.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Fonzie was really nice. Hey.
That was a fucked up ass television program, dude. Believe me.
I mean, they're bikers, basically. The Hells Angels.
Well, they're bikers without bikes.
Yeah, because
You know, they
cars.
they have cars,
Hot
maybe
rods and
yeah,
shit.
hot rods and shit like that. Yeah, that was their thing. A couple of them would have motorcycles. It wouldn't be like a little motorcycle gang, you know. A couple of them would have motorcycles too. But I remember those days, the greasers and the frats. That's what it was. The fraternity guys, and then you had the greasers.
that just sounds like a college movie.
But it was real. That's why they made a movie like that.
Mm-hmm.
That was during the doo-wop era.
You were alive during that. That's crazy.
That was just before Motown.
I miss fucking disco era. That's how young I am.
Damn. See, back then, music was good. Music was good, man.
There's still some good music.
Yeah, but it's not in the abundance it was back then. You know, you just had bands that were just like unbelievable, man. The bands I went to see back then, whew, man, those guys could play. They were blow your mind, literally.
I mean,
And then you're out there and it's like, what? It's like 70,000 people and LSD and mushrooms. And
I really don't understand how people did mushrooms
40 or 50 different kinds of
with
weed,
people.
cocaine, heroin. You
Believe
don't understand how people do what?
LSD around 70,000 people.
Oh, that was a good time, dude. That was a lot of fun.
I'm too introverted, man. I'd end up fucking
No, you wouldn't.
sitting in the corner just going.
No, you wouldn't. That's bullshit. You'd be having a great time.
Uh-huh.
Doing shrooms and smoking weed and shit.
Uncle Dean says blues.
Yeah, blues. Ann Arbor Blues Festivals.
I don't know no blues.
Ann Arbor Blues Festivals. Great. I smoked with John Lee Hooker. I smoked with B.B. King, Albert King, Muddy Waters, all those are big time blues dudes.
I know who they are.
Yeah. That's why I used to love to go to Ann Arbor Blues Festival. We'd go back there, me and my friend, we'd sneak back there and we'd have like maybe 10 or 15 joints of rolls and shit. We'd go back there, if nobody caught us. And we see them dudes, we'd light up a joint. We just light up a joint, start passing it to them.
Yeah, that's what I like to do with some rappers. But I don't know if you could get that way anymore. Like it'd be possible to do.
Well, you gotta go. You gotta go to where they are.
High gluten.
Like I said, cheese will be here in like a week and a half or so.
Yeah. I got me some block cheese.
You got you some what?
Straight Wisconsin cheese.
Wisconsin brick cheese.
The good shit, huh?
Yeah,
Oh.
the shit that
It was
Buddies uses.
$15 for 2-pound block.
Yeah.
$15.99 for shipping. And
Shit.
that was for 2-week shipping.
That's some good shit, though.
I know. It better be.
Hold on. Moments later in the routine, Lewis acknowledges that the artifact of the world still in his brain is entirely on his brand of waste and not wasting in his head.
What?
Wow. I think he did the whole. I think he explained the whole N-word routine.
Oh. Yeah, buddy.
Yummy, he says. I don't know, mushrooms in the 80s in Florida? That don't sound yummy at all.
In the 80s?
Yeah, because you guys grew up before drugs were really illegal. Like, they were illegal, but they weren't like 80s illegal.
No, they were illegal, just like in the 80s, but there weren't a lot of drug places around. You know, if I wanted to buy some weed, I'd drive all the way across town to get it. It wasn't a weed house over here and a weed house over there. And you got to know somebody to know about that weed house.
Yeah.
You know, same with coke or heroin or whatever. So it wasn't so much of that going on. You understand what I'm saying? When I first started.
Mm-hmm.
So you really wasn't worried about the police too much, as long as you weren't out too late, you know, and doing shit. But yeah, I didn't know shit about drugs, and I did every kind of drug there was, just about.
I thought I knew everything about them because they told me about them.
Right. And then when I was in school, they never talked about drugs.
Yeah.
Ever.
No, they basically told us they'd kill us.
So when I saw marijuana, that was the first time I ever heard of marijuana. First time I saw LSD was the first time I ever heard of LSD. I had no idea what the effect was.
Of what, LSD?
Oh my God. When that shit came down on me, I was like, wow. It was like I was in a carnival world. You know, everything was colorful and light. And I felt light and colorful, and I was in love with everybody, and everybody was smiling. It was a great trip. I was fucked up.
I bet.
Houses had faces. There was all kind of weird shit going on in my brain.
Yeah, I know. Maybe that's reality. Maybe the LSD and the mushrooms let in more of reality than we let in. Because we filter, like, we see the world differently than dogs do, right? Dogs don't They don't look. They look. They use their eyes, but they don't use their eyes like we use our eyes.
But they see things we don't see.
No, they don't. They smell things we don't see.
No. You have never seen your dog. I've had plenty of dogs. They all do the same thing. Your dog just staring in a corner like this and just looking. Ears standing straight up. He's looking like he's seeing something. And I
Maybe
believe,
because he can smell it.
no, he's seeing something. I believe they're seeing something that we can't see.
Yeah, like children can
Yeah.
sense
Again, yeah. Exactly.
activities.
Yeah.
Animals can too.
Yeah.
They're very sensitive to it.
So it's something there. I can't see it. It's not in our dimension or time, but maybe animals can, because their minds aren't complicated with a lot of bullshit, like numbers and I gotta be at work at 8 in the morning.
No, because they see the world through their nose.
Yeah, so they don't have those kind of. So maybe their brain can see stuff
Well, it smells things. It
That we
smells the
can't.
world differently than us.
without a doubt.
That's how they see everything. They don't see it through their eyes. They see it through their nose. Their eyes are back up. Like your nose is back up to your eyes, correct? Your ears are back up to your eyes. The first sensory thing that you deal with every day for your consciousness is your eyeballs. And then the smell comes in. Oh, fuck, I should look over there.
You're talking about the senses, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm
What
saying.
is it? Is it 5 of them? It's 5 senses.
Whatever it
right?
is, we'll go with the 5. So you got the sight, the hearing, the smelling, the touch, taste, right? We see the world through that, and then we use everything else to complement this fucking eyes, correct?
I don't know.
But do you not? You
I
use your eyes
don't know.
You use your eyes better than anything else. You don't fucking. You can't. Right now, if you wanted to, you couldn't
So
close
what
your
about
eyes.
blind people, dude?
Again, I'm not saying that your other senses can't be honed
See,
and turned into other things.
but that's a good point, isn't it? What about blind people? They can't see.
I get that, but that's not my point. And even them, you could even consider them just dogs. Instead of using their eyes as their main sense, they use their nose as their main.
Probably nose and hearing.
And hearing. Where dogs, their main sense is their nose. Like the thing that tells them how to interact in the world is their nose. Period. They don't see people; they smell them. That's why
They see them too,
they
dude.
do, but they smell them
I've
first.
trained dogs.
If a dog's walking around a corner, if someone's walking around a corner, a dog will know it before the fucking person does. Even
Right.
if he's sneaky, because he can smell them.
But when we are trained attack dogs, they can see who
No,
they're
I
attacking.
get that. They can see it.
Right.
But at the same time, I'm just saying, dog, because
Yeah,
they're being trained.
their nose is fundamental for them.
It's
they
everything.
need, yeah.
They have everything.
Well, they're constantly, all the time.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, they're reading the world way differently than we do.
it's like if I leave a piece of my clothes laying on my bed, when I get back home, he's laying on my piece of clothes,
Uh-huh.
or he's laying on my part of the bed.
Mm-hmm. Because that's why they chew shit of yours.
See
Because it
what?
smells like you. If you chew something of yours up, like your shoes.
Oh, he never done that.
I'm just saying, if a dog does,
But yeah,
it's because of your smell. I get it.
That's anxiety. That's separation anxiety when they do
Well,
that.
yeah.
They're kind of mad because you're not back. They're tired of waiting for you, so they
Or
say
it could
fuck
just
it.
be brattiness, dog seeing something.
Yeah, especially when
chewy.
they're young.
It could just be chewy.
Older dogs don't do that. Young dogs do that.
Yeah.
You know. Once they get a certain age, they become adults.
That's sweet potato. Remember the sweet potato pot I had in the front?
Yeah.
There's a bunch of little tiny ones that I didn't feel like keeping, so I just tossed them on the ground. And
Got you. Maybe fucking with them.
he fucks the fuck out of some sweet potatoes. I tell you what.
These dogs got the life.
She
dude.
eats apples. She really likes apples.
They got the life. Oh, my dog eat anything. He'll eat. Well, no, he won't eat anything. When he doesn't like something, he does this. He turns his head to the side like this. Maybe he doesn't like something, but he eat most things, man. If you give it to him, he's gonna eat that shit.
Thanks for the share. And I have my two puppy. Wow, that's high English right there if I've ever heard any.
What?
I have my 2 puppy.
Okay. That's a plural and a singular together.
That's a word.
That's a plural and a singular together.
I mean, I failed English in 11th grade. I had to retake it. I didn't learn anything when I retook it. My dad wouldn't let me go to summer school because I could have just gone to summer school and got all my credits. I was a half a credit shy of getting all. I didn't need any credits, but I needed 11th grade English because it's like one of those mandatory things.
Right.
He has 2 puppies.
Who has 2 puppies?
My Uncle Dean.
What kind of dogs are they? What kind of dogs are they, Dean?
He already heard you. We just have to
Oh,
wait for him to answer. But
I keep forgetting about that delay shit.
he made me take it, so I was a 12th grader in 11th grade fucking English, and they put me in advanced. I failed fucking regular English. They put me in advanced.
In advance.
I passed it with a D.
Well, you got by?
Maltese and Shih Tzu.
Oh, okay.
My dogs would eat them bitches.
Them expensive dogs.
Hazy's short, man.
Huh?
Hazy, my little one, she's short.
Yeah.
She's so fucking short. They weren't kidding, man. She's a pocket for sure.
Yeah, she definitely is.
She just ain't put on as much oomph as I thought she would. But that could just be, give it another couple months. Give her till like 3 to see if she can.
Oh, yeah. So how old is she?
She's not even 2 yet.
Okay.
She'll be 2 and.
Well, she's basically not going to get much taller. She's going to get stockier, probably.
She won't grow anymore height wise.
Yeah, that bully.
That's a lot of reading, bro.
That bully that girl got down the street, man. Wow. It was a beautiful dog.
Yeah.
It's a little puppy.
They are beautiful pups.
Yeah.
I'll give you that, but then they become big dogs.
I don't have the kind of money to get one of those, though, so.
Yeah, I shouldn't have.
That ain't going to happen.
I probably shouldn't have done it myself.
It ain't going to happen.
But it's already.
But I do like the dog. I do like that dog. And if I was going to get a companion dog, I think that's what I would get.
Oh.
What are you reading?
It's a lot of like N-word stuff. I mean, it's not N-word like he's saying the N-word.
Yeah, but it's
like
talking about
articles of people and stuff like that. And I don't know. I think Kanye is another person who was really, really smart at something, but is not smart at anything else.
Kanye is
his beats are amazing.
Kanye is an idiot savant.
Again, I think most.
You know what an idiot savant is?
Yeah, I think most people who are really good at something are idiot savants.
If they're really, really good at something.
Yeah, like Kanye level. Kanye's a different level, man. That dude's making beats for fucking the best rappers in the game.
Yeah.
And again, say Elon, he's writing codes for whatever thing he's doing, or Bill Gates back in the day when he invents the computer. Like, I think Elon is really good at code, but he's really bad at like people.
Well, maybe you might be right. No, he's from South Africa, right?
Yeah. So he already comes in with a fucking resume. Of,
No, get down. I'll pet you. Yes.
Pretty good chance that he's an elitist. Because he
Well,
already
of course
acts like
he is. He comes from money. He doesn't come from poverty.
Yeah, he's basically. That's another reason I don't like him. I just think he's an elitist.
He
I think
is.
he's a dude pretending to be for the people
No.
while trying to stab everyone that's not him.
Well, I don't look at it like that. I just look at him as an elitist that comes up with real quirky shit a lot. And this SpaceX shit is.
Again, if the government's gonna pay for it, he took government fucking patents and shit like that and bettered them up.
He's been having problems,
Oh yeah, he said Kanye. Like the shit that's bad about Kanye is the shit he said about his own people. Like
Yeah.
slavery was a choice.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Oh,
And then the White Lives Matter shirt just.
oh no, Kanye is. Everybody's talking about him. And
He
There-
just makes it
a
so
lot of
everyone
people-
talks about him.
has stopped being a party to him. He's lost a lot of.
Just
Oh, he
leave
lost
him alone and
everything.
say it's
The
crazy
bank
shit.
stopped using. He told to get the fuck out of his banks.
Yeah, Balenciaga dropped him.
A lot of
Adidas
people.
dropped
A
him.
lot of people.
Because he needs to.
A lot of the artists won't have anything to do with him.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
I watched like the first 15 minutes of an interview today of him, and he's like, "Why would I trust anybody? Why would they trust you, motherfucker? You can't keep your mouth shut."
He's a sick puppy.
You know, like
He's talking about he loves Trump.
that's
I was
all
like,
I'm
oh,
saying. He
I'm
sounds
definitely
like
done
fucking
with you
Trump.
now, buddy.
Well, you
He
knew that.
actually said he loves Trump.
Yeah. Why wouldn't he?
Yeah. 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 They should run together.
Now, is this the same guy that said a few years ago, George Bush? What did he say? George Bush don't like
He's
black
black.
people.
Yeah, during the
Yeah,
Katrina.
and he's the same one that ran.
He's standing next to Mike Myers when he said it.
Right, and he's the same one that ran up on the stage with
Kanye or Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift. Right.
Yeah. And
I mean, he's just a nutball. He's always demonstrated he's a nutball. To me. I mean, okay, he made some nice tunes. A lot of them tunes he had help on, but he made some nice shit. You know, okay.
he's just a super Christian.
A stupid Christian?
Super Christian.
No, a stupid Christian.
Yeah, that too. Yeah. All right, 56 minutes. That's a pretty decent one.
Yeah,
today.
I'd say so.
Thank you. Like and subscribe. Share if you can. Get as many people to subscribe. More people we get, the better we do.
The more content. We need content.
Content. Maybe we can get a studio one day and then start just having guests on. Start having people on, smoke with us.
Yep, that's what I envision.
All right.
All right.